In our search for long life, we often look to expensive gyms, complex diets, high-tech gadgets. We chase a future filled with biohacks and medical marvels. But what if the secret isn't in the future at all? What if it's hidden in the past? Tucked away in the rolling hills of Pennsylvania and Ohio, a community lives a life that seems frozen in time, the Amish. Yet they experience what many of us yearn for: long, healthy, vibrant lives. Their seniors are rarely in nursing homes. Instead, they stay active, engaged, vital into their 80s and 90s. Their longevity isn't a laboratory mystery. It's the outcome of a life lived with intention. We studied the world's blue zones. We found common threads: diet, movement, community. The Amish share these in their own pattern. The Amish approach to health is holistic. It doesn't separate the body from the mind or the individual from the community. Everything is connected. We often feel fragmented, juggling work life, social life, personal health. The Amish live an integrated life. That integration might be their most powerful secret. It creates a synergy. Every part of the day boosts overall wellness. The Amish are a living example of timeless principles leading to extraordinary health. Their lives offer a blueprint of practical habits. We can borrow their secrets. We can adapt their wisdom to our lives. Start building your personal blue zone, one simple habit at a time, right where you are. Imagine a world that moves at the speed of a horse and buggy. A world where the loudest sound is the chirping of birds or the laughter of children. This is the world of the Amish. Their lifestyle, often referred to as ordnung, is an unwritten set of rules that guides their choices. It emphasizes humility, simplicity, community above all else. This framework isn't designed for health, but a healthy life is its natural byproduct. The Amish day is structured around the rhythms of nature, not the demands of a 24/7 digital world. Life begins before the sun rises and winds down not long after it sets. This natural circadian rhythm is something many of us have lost with our screens glowing late into the night. For the Amish, the day is filled with purpose-driven tasks. There is the farm to tend, the garden to weed, the meals to cook from scratch, the quilts to sew. There is no empty time to be filled with passive entertainment. Every action has a meaning and a function, contributing to the well-being of the family and the community. This constant, gentle purpose is a powerful antidote to the stress and aimlessness that can plague modern life. This commitment to a simpler existence means rejecting the culture of convenience. Instead of driving to the store, they might walk or take a buggy. This lack of modern shortcuts creates a life of constant, low-intensity physical activity. The Amish lifestyle also fosters a deep connection to the land. They understand the seasons, the soil, and the sources of their food in an intimate way. This deep, cyclical connection to nature is a cornerstone of their resilience and a key ingredient in their recipe for a long, well-lived life. The simplicity of their world is its greatest strength. The Amish day begins in the quiet darkness of pre-dawn around 4:30 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Not about hustle culture, not about emails, about aligning with the natural world. Starting the day with intention and purpose before the world rushes in. Making the most of daylight for farming and manual labor. Men, milking the cows, feeding the livestock. Women, starting the wood stove fire, warming the house and preparing breakfast. Rhythmic, mindful activities, gentle, functional movement that awakens the body. No blaring news, no frantic social scrolling. Quiet focus on the task at hand. Screen-free mornings equal clear mind, less anxiety. Breakfast is communal and hearty. Family gathers before the day. Oatmeal, eggs, homemade bread. Substantial breakfast fuels a day of hard work. Large early meal helps regulate blood sugar and metabolism, prevents energy crashes, prevents cravings and unhealthy snacking. Many Amish families pause for morning prayer or devotion. Prayer sets a spiritual compass. Gratitude, perspective, connection to a higher purpose. Reinforces values, provides peace and stability. Built-in stress management. Early rising, mindful work, communal eating, spiritual reflection. A morning routine that prepares body, mind, and spirit for whatever the day may bring. The Amish dinner table is proof you are what you eat. Their rule, eat what you grow. Large family gardens, tomatoes, beans, corn, squash. Naturally grown, no synthetic pesticides. Fresh, seasonal, nutrient-dense. Gardening gives exercise. Gardening gives sun exposure. Eat a tomato you planted. Eat a tomato you tended. Eat a tomato you picked. That connection beats supermarket produce. Rich in whole foods, whole unprocessed ingredients, meals made from scratch, avoid hidden sugars, avoid unhealthy fats, avoid chemical additives, full-fat dairy from their own cows, calcium, healthy fats, locally raised meat in moderation, more poultry, less red meat, no processed snacks, no sugary drinks. Treats are homemade pie, treats are homemade cookies, not candy bars. This reduces inflammation, lowers diabetes risk, lowers heart disease risk. Cooking from scratch is key. Kitchens are hubs of activity, skills passed mother to daughter, total control over ingredients. Food made with care and intention. How they eat matters. Meals are community time. Family eats together always. TV is off. Phones are away from the table. Largest meal at midday. That dinner fuels afternoon work. Supper is lighter in the evening, aligned with metabolic rhythms. Better sleep, better weight management. For the Amish, fitness is not really a hobby. It's honestly just a way of life. They live in near constant, low to moderate motion. We call this a blue-collar workout. It starts with their primary mode of transportation. Instead of cars, they rely on walking, biking for short distances. Trips to a neighbor's farm or the local school are often made on foot. This gets them thousands of steps a day without thinking. For longer journeys, they use a horse and buggy, hitching the horse, driving the buggy, caring for the horse, lifting harnesses, shoveling manure. Their occupations are inherently physical. Farmers, carpenters, craftsmen. A typical day is manual labor, lifting lumber, pitching hay, guiding plows. Functional, full-body strength training builds muscle, strengthens bones, keeps metabolism high. There's actually a story of an Amish man in his late 70s who still chopped wood for hours. Chopping wood close up, steel-like grip, perfect posture. His work was his workout. Amish women are just as active. Home and garden work, no modern appliances. Washing clothes by hand, kneading bread, scrubbing floors, gardening, bending, digging, carrying. Constant movement, different muscles, better cardio, maintained flexibility. Their leisure is active too. Lots of outdoor time, kids playing baseball, kids playing tag. Adults on the porch swing after a full day. Fresh air and sun equals vitamin D. The Amish show us a different way, where life itself is the ultimate fitness plan. The extraordinary longevity of the Amish cannot be fully explained by diet or exercise alone. A massive piece of the puzzle is their incredibly strong social network. In the Amish world, you are never alone. This starts with living in multi-generational households or in close proximity to family. Grandparents are not sent to retirement homes. They remain in the family home or move into a gross-dotty house. This keeps them integrated into daily family life, giving them a role, a purpose, and daily interaction with their children and grandchildren. Community support is formalized in practices like the barn raising. When a family needs a new barn, the entire community, sometimes hundreds of people, gathers to build it, often in a single day. This is a powerful symbol of interdependence. It shows everyone supports each other without question. This safety net extends to all aspects of life. If someone gets sick or injured and cannot work, neighbors will come to plow fields or harvest crops. This mutual aid removes huge financial and emotional stress, a major contributor to poor health today. They have community-based insurance built on relationships, not premiums. Social life is woven into the weekly rhythm. The Amish work hard 6 days a week, but Sunday is strictly for rest and community. They attend bi-weekly church in a different family's home. These services are simple, last for several hours, and are followed by a communal meal. On off Sundays, they visit family and neighbors. Afternoons are spent on porches, talking and connecting. This social fabric provides an incredible sense of belonging. The Amish know who they are and where they fit. That belonging is a powerful psychological anchor. In a world of anonymity, many feel disconnected. The Amish have a built-in tribe. They care for their elderly, they support each other in times of need, and they celebrate and mourn together. An Amish elder told me, "We are all threads in the same quilt." That metaphor captures the strength of their community. It is this tightly woven social quilt that keeps them warm and secure through all seasons of life. Beyond the physical and social habits, the Amish possess a deep spiritual core that provides resilience and a profound sense of purpose. Their lives are guided by a steadfast Christian faith that prioritizes humility, obedience, service to God. This faith isn't just a Sunday activity. It infuses every decision and action. The practice of daily prayer and reflection serves as a constant source of comfort and guidance. It helps them manage stress, practice gratitude, maintain a positive outlook even in the face of hardship. This spiritual grounding provides a powerful why that gives meaning to the how of their daily routines. It's the invisible architecture that supports their entire way of life. Family is the central pillar of the Amish world, second only to their faith. Large families are common. Bonds between generations are incredibly strong. The elderly are not seen as a burden but as a source of wisdom and a vital part of the family unit. This gives them a powerful sense of purpose in old age. Just as the Amish begin their day with the sun, they also end it in harmony with nature's rhythms. As dusk settles over the farmland, the pace of life slows dramatically. Without the constant stimulation of electric lights, television, and the internet, evenings in an Amish home are quiet and calm. This natural winding down is a crucial part of their health equation. They practice what we might call a digital sunset, turning off the noise long before bedtime. This allows their brains to produce melatonin naturally. It prepares the body for deep restorative rest, something many of us miss in light-polluted, screen-filled nights. The evening meal, or supper, is typically light and eaten early. After the meal, evenings are spent in simple, relaxing activities. The family gathers in the living room, lit by the soft glow of a gas lamp. Women sew or quilt. Men read a newspaper or a book. This time is for quiet connection and simple pleasures. There's no rush to finish work or catch up on emails. The day's labor is done. Evening is for rest and gentle fellowship. This quiet reflection before bed reduces stress and helps the mind let go. For many, it includes a final prayer or reading from the Bible, bringing peace before sleep. The Amish create a buffer zone, a sacred pre-sleep ritual. Ultimately, they get a full night's sleep. They go to bed early, typically by 9 p.m., and wake early. Their consistent schedule aligns with circadian rhythms and ensures 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep for repair, cognition, and emotional balance. Their deep, uninterrupted sleep comes without pills or gadgets. It's the reward for a day of hard work, healthy food, strong community, and peaceful evenings. It's the nightly reset that prepares them for another vibrant day. We have journeyed through the quiet, ordered world of the Amish. We have seen how their simple, generation-tested habits create a life of remarkable health and longevity. Their secret is not a single pill or a magic diet. It is the powerful synergy of a life lived with intention. It is a life of natural movement, whole foods, deep community, unwavering purpose. Their world may seem distant and unattainable, a relic from a bygone era, but the wisdom they offer is timeless, and it is more relevant today than ever before. We don't need to sell our cars and buy a horse and buggy to benefit from their example. The lesson from the Amish is not to copy their lives, but to learn from their principles. We can start by making small, intentional changes in our own environment. Think about incorporating more natural movement into your day. Could you take the stairs instead of the elevator? Could you walk or bike to a nearby store instead of driving? Could you plant a small garden, even if it's just a few herbs on a windowsill? Every small act of movement and connection to our food source counts. We can also learn from their approach to food and community. Try to cook one more meal from scratch each week. Focus on whole ingredients. Invite friends or family to share that meal and put the phones away. The simple act of eating together and talking face-to-face is a powerful antidote to the loneliness epidemic of our time. Consider making Sunday a day for connection rather than errands. Visit a neighbor, call a family member. Building your own quilt of social connection is one of the most powerful things you can do for your long-term health and happiness. The most profound lesson may be the simplest. Find moments of quiet. Create your own digital sunset by turning off screens an hour before bed. Use that time to read, talk with a loved one, simply sit in reflection. Go to bed a little earlier and wake with the sun. The Amish show us that health is not something you chase. It's something that emerges when the conditions are right. By consciously choosing a few of these simple, powerful habits, you can begin to create the right conditions in your own life. You can build your own blue zone, not by changing everything at once, but by taking one small, Amish-inspired step today.